Bwana asifiwe. Praise be to the Lord. This is a very emotional day for me because it is taking me back many years to remember many people I have met in my life, and more so to see how people love me. Bwana asifiwe. And I look around there, our dad, Baba Erenjoy, Laun Tarongama, Terala Akunyumea Kopo. That is the only father we have now, because I lost my mom and my dad, so my biological parents are gone. But on the other side, we have that man and his wife, whom he had come visiting, who couldn't make it here. So we thank people like those who have stood with us and given us all it took to feel loved and appreciated. Asante Dad. I have my uncles here. I think I've seen one of my uncles. Yes, I have an uncle. I don't think he's a very young man, but I could easily be under the name, but he's still my uncle. But I have two aunties also, Mary and Ellen. Now, our grandfather happens to have been a successful man. Their mother was younger than my mother, but they are my uncles and aunties because they are brothers to my dad. So I have my parents now. If I am called to bring my parents, other than our mzee, but on my father's side, I have that uncle and another one uncle who is not here, but I have seen his son, the kijana wa Motegi Motani. Huyo sasa nasimamia our oldest dad currently, who was just like 2 or 3 classes ahead of me. So I'm a blessed man. My grandfather was successful in life to a point where he undertakes 3 or 4 of them, and this. And these are the results of that. Together with that gentleman there is a Neonda, who is a Mama Getonga. That is also my mom, and a Neonda also. But again, as years he came, most probably they came, those that can easily be younger than me also, but she's my auntie. I have my cousins here. No, before cousins. I have my young brothers now and my sisters. Wasimame. My brothers and my sisters. Mameni. For those who are here, not everybody made it. Wapi Erin. Who else is there from that side? Our eldest sister could not make it. She went through an operation on Friday. So though willing, she could not make it today. That lady you are seeing there is the one I follow, because he's the wife to my late brother, whom I followed. And then after that, there is a Wapi Mama. Oh yeah, this is the one now who follows me. Again, my late brother who followed me. And then I have one brother who is not there, and then our sister here, the second last born, and then we have our last born who is not here. So that is my nuclear family from Nkale's side. Now, hawa wamepata watoto wao. Sasa hawa watoto wananiita uncle, wasimame. Huyo mmoja. Those two have stood as that young man there is a Neonda in which parish? Kiambululu. And took our daughter, the one there. So those are some of my closest family members here, asanteni sana. And the mother-in-law is there, our retired elder, the father to the kijana, asante sana for coming. That is family. But now I have the Kambandi family. Before the Kambandi family, there is the cousins now, wasimame, cousins. Cousins wako hapa. Yes. Those are my cousins from different directions because of the mothers. But the gentleman, the one at the back there, is the man in charge of NAT services. Mambo ya NAT, mkubwa wa walimu kwetu, is a cousin. And the father used to be an MP in Jokamutani. And those from that family, they are there. You can see them. I thank God for them. I can see a number of other relatives. And I thank you all. Asanteni sana for coming. Then I have now the Kambandi family, especially my district of Kambandi, wasimame. Inaitwa Kanjau. Okay. Now that is the district that fellowships with me at home. And the Ayonda, nilimuona pande gani? Ndio huyo. That's my home district. They meet on Tuesdays. Now when I know, like now after you release me, I will not be learning to come here for fellowships. I have a fellowship there, although Jerusalem, no, Bethany. Bethany, yours is normally or not? Bethany meets on Wednesday. So I will share between Bethany, my home district, between Jerusalem, and then Kanjau. Asanteni sana watu wa Kanjau. Yeah. Then from Erenjoy's side, other than that, I have some sisters here. Wale wapande ya Erenjoy. Yes, they are there. Na watoto wao wale wamekunja. Good. Asanteni sana. Those are from Erenjoy's side. Then beyond that, I have old friends of mine who have stood with me. Engineer Nkanya na Janet. That guy was my classmate in Form 1. Now, that is 1973. Na hatunja achana kufuatana kila pahali. Asanteni sana. And I have many other close friends who have stood with me. And together with them, I have colleagues at Chuka University. Wasimame, those who are here. They are colleagues of mine from Chuka University. There was another one who I have seen. Okay. Okay. That gentleman there were with Njoka when they were serving at Egerton University. And when they came to Chuka University, those are the two people I interacted with very closely to allow me to go to Chuka University. And then with them, and I say they laid a strong foundation for our university because they were the people who came from Egerton to start Chuka University. I was as a small village polytechnic to the big university it is now. Together with them, then I have another colleague in the faculty and the department, and a very special, and then Alende here, who also serves with us, another cousin who serves there, and also in charge of mambo ya kupigania wafanyikazi, yeah, ako kwa union. And then our special friend of mine, who once served as the deputy governor of Kirinyaga County, and his wife, wamekunja all the way from Kirinyaga, but they also served with that at Chuka University Embu campus. Asante sana Bwana Njiri for making the journey. I have somebody whom I stopped what was monolized when he joined Chuka University, Nyagai. Engineer Kulenju, Karibu Simameni. Those guys also we have followed one another very closely. Uyu akiingia from one, he was not monolized, that's why he never forgets, because I stood with them. Asante sana. Yes. There are some people who also stopped me from being monolized because they were there ahead of me. Wapi Nyalo Ngaine. Apo, one time served as the at the county headquarters, Thika Municipal Council. Asante sana. So now, beyond that, beyond family, you have seen the children, their mother, and the kind of support they have given me. There's I can't say a lot. Hapa mbele ya watu. But I love you so much. For being so wonderful to me. And for making sure that we don't fight. And even we are to fight, we fight some soft battles. Not the hard ones. And I thank you for that. Then we have people I have met in the church. Upper Skari, before I came to Skari, I went to Gedolai, because that time I was staying in Wendani. And the elder in charge of that area was none other than Elder Jeff Bogua. Jeff Bogua was my elder. When I went to Gedolai, and we served with him. Now, even now, he is here with us. Asante sana elder. And they stood up with me, even when I needed support, they were there. Then in Kimbo outreach, that time it was a Kimbo outreach, the minister whom I found, and who taught me very many things, because that time I was young also in faith, was none other than the mother to my current minister, who has made me swear that now I am retiring. The lady is the one who made me now be the first, when I now was elected a leader, the one who ordained me as the first leader in the church was the father to this young man. The mother to this young man. So the mother to this young man is the one who inducted me into leadership, and the one who has told me to say now, I am happy to retire, is the son. Some of these are coincidences, but God plans his things. Yeah? So when we were being ordained as elders, or the people who started Sukari are here. Elder Ndegwa, wasimame, wale walikuwa kwa hiyo session, when it was first an AS. Those three gentlemen were the ones who even gave us permission to have a congregation here. These three, because they were the elders in charge of the then Kimbo outreach. The one at the main row, who looks older than them, is a very nice gentleman. This man single-handedly was struggling with a place called Kasalani, PCA Kasalani, alone, and traveling from very far to go to Kasalani. But now you go to Kasalani and you can see what it is, a big congregation. And through the efforts they made, this gentleman here and the other elders agreed to buy them a plot. And we thank God for you, Njologe, and my brothers. Mungu ambariki sana. Nyolo wako wapi? Nyolo wako hapa. This gentleman was sent to us as a young minister. Young minister. Energetic young minister. Because ulikuwa tu umemaliza kufanya what? Training. I had not even been ordained. Yes, was ordained here. He says, I was ordained by these three gentlemen I told to stand up. Lakini ile kazi alifanya. Alikuwa nakatia within 1 minute tunamsikia ako hapa, alafu Mweki, alafu Kasalani, because all that time was one outreach. Na kulikuwa na ya uzuri, kulikuwa kukuwa kumefenziwa. So he could cut through all the directions. And finally, he ordained me as an elder. Thank you very much. Thank you. And you can see we are still in contact. We are still in contact. And so I can't fail to recognize a gentleman like that. Here in Sukari, we have worked with many people. And here I don't want to summarize. I just want to summarize and say this. In the districts I have served, many of them are my friends. And I always warn the elders who come, like you now, the elder in what? Highway. ama Mbelea, ama Milka, kule huko Mbethani, even the one who come to Jerusalem, mjue huko mimi na sikunjangi kufanya kazi ya elder na kunjanga kwa marafiki zangu. And they are many, and they keep on calling me to go to visit with them because they are my friends. So here I have very many friends because of what we have done together over those many years, and I thank you all for being there for me. As the families that made our life easy, we did many things together. Then together with that, I know I have even worked with many group leaders. I've worked with many members here in this congregation. At some stage, I was even a teacher of catechism. And I now come in some of the candidates within. Wapi? Huyo ni Monja na yule simama Beatrice, wewe huyo. Hawa walikuwa wameenda kusoma Amerika wakasahau mambo ya PCA, but when they came back, but this time wakiwa watu wamesoma madaktari, almost becoming professors, I took them through catechism because we do now have what? An evangelist. And that we thank God for all those things that He enabled us to do. And I thank you, members of this congregation. I thank the ministers I've served with different gifts. Kahuo knew how to save money. You know how to spend money. He found a huge bank account. Take care of the remaining bit of it because more than half of it is gone. Akina Getao, I will also serve together as young people. He was the first minister, where we was the minister when we were doing the months in Kimbo. We thank you for that. Akina Kalanja, Pazzi and briefly from End Office. And we thank you for what you did for us within that short period. Njoe up to today. Uyu, I don't know what he had seen in Skali, but he insisted for those 6 months he stayed that we must have a procurement policy. That if you people, since you are so busy buying many things every day because of the schools, you must have a proper mechanism of making sure that your procurements are done in order. People may have forgotten, but I never forget that, Betty. We thank you for what you did for us. So all the ministers that passed through here left us with a lot of blessings. Wengine walikunja kidogo na simama a few days akina Gip. Always available for us. Wapi Mainge? Yes, sir. You know what you have done for us many days. So we thank all the ministers. Wale wametufanyia kazi. Alafu nikawa kwa presbytery nikafanya urafiki na ministers wengi. Na mmoja wao akaenda hata alikuwa karibu awe mkubwa. Na hata sasa unjaseeka utakuwa mkubwa wa kanisa. Kanga even became the deputy he became the deputy secretary general. And we served with them in the presbytery, but now sikuna zingine mbili, secretary general na nini ingine na moderator. Nikimbariki na hiyo kwa namkozea. Kanga, now don't slow down. Look forward. Yeah. And we thank you for what you are also doing now. We thank all of you. I think if I want to say, I can talk a lot. Mchungaji wa Kambandi, umenishikilia sana huko. Tumejuana a few days, but we have become friends and family. Mungu akubariki sana as you serve my parents and my brothers and relatives at home. I think let me finish there, because if I don't, then I'll keep on talking. In the schools, we have done a lot of work together in the schools. And what surprises me is that even those that left us to go for greener pastures still remember us. So I can, in this house, we have three people who have served, and one of them now serving as the end teachers of SPA. Wasimame. the current and another 2. Kule Sala ako hapa. She came, she served us as the end of the school. She is now an elder where she is. And decided to become an entrepreneur. She owns her 3 schools now. So she runs her own schools. But she cannot forget us. She has come to be with us today. Kalato left us when we were at the top, and we have kept the pace. And now he ends one of our major competitors, Saint Cathedral. But he has come to stay with us today. And the SCK people are very clever. They paid him double what we were paying him so that he can leave us. But we are happy that you are there for us. Mokoi now is having served here for quite a number of years, but now he is the head of the school and doing very well. Mokoi, continue with your team. Asanteni sana, colleagues that we have served with. And I have neighbors who are here, who have come to be with me also, who are not members of our congregation. I thank you for that. And there are some people who have come here because of some good relationship we have with them. Those that call me their father because I was the best man in their weddings. Picture ya Chege ilionekana because Chege is more noisy. And I think he even squeezed it before the others. Ebu asimama wakiongozwa na Chege na Masi. I can see Chege there. Na Masi pale. I can see Njero there. Where are the Monyambos? I can see the Monyambos there. And I can see the Ngules there. I can see Job. Where is Job? I can see... Oh, Job is there. And there was another one. There's this Kampan gentleman. I can't see him. The Ansidi is coming. But these are people, again, in the process of service, came to ask me to, after all, by pushing them and fanya harusi wananiambia, itakuwa Chege peke yake. Hawa wengine wananiambia, basi hatuna best man. Utakuwa best man, nasema tomorrow, tufanye kesho. Na tunafanya. Kwa hivyo Mungu ambariki sana for being here for me also. May the Lord bless you all. And with that I say asante sana. Thank you, sir.
We want to thank God so much. Let's put our hands together for this moment and to declare this portion of time over. Our children, please, lunch is served for you. So there's more children. Children ni age kutoka ni 6 ndio watu wakubwa wasitoke. Because that's the way